Hi, let's start second part of stack, that is recursion. So what is recursion? The process in which a function call itself directly or indirectly is called as a recursion, and that function is called as a recursive function. So there are different type of recursion like direct recursion, indirect recursion, nested recursion and excessive recursion. So direct recursion is again of two type. One is tail recursion, another is non-tail recursion. So what is tail recursion? When the function calling is at last sentence, like the recursive function is present at the last, or you can say at the tail, then you can say it is a tail recursion. Then non-tail recursion, so without so it may be present anywhere except the last, then that is a non-tail recursion. So here example is tower of Hanoi, and in tail example is factorial function. Then indirect, from the name you can identify. Indirect means suppose a function is calling another function and that function is calling the same, like A is calling B and B is calling A, so that is an indirect function. The nested function, suppose one function is calling another function, then that function is calling some other function like that, then it is called as a nested function. Then excessive function, so excessive function means the amount of stack space required increases dramatically with the amount of recursion occurs. So the stack space increases so much, and it can lead to program crashes if stack run out of memory and it doesn't remember the previous value. Okay, recursive by default is excessive, so it doesn't for everything, like for one function we already traced, but it don't remember that value, you have to trace it again. Okay, stack contain inactive record. So what is the need of stack in recursion? Generally when we are calling one function, then whatever the inactive record left, that stack store. So that's why we use stack in recursion. So in recursion tree, behavior of tracing is pre-order. So how we are using stack in recursion? So I'll just in programming we'll do details. So here just for the understanding. So let's do one example. So here I will do the recursion tree and tracing of recursion tree. Okay, so here a function is given fx and fx minus 1 print x, fx minus 1 print, then what will be output for f3. Okay, so let's draw the recursive tree for this. So f3, so first it will call f2, then it will print 3, then it will again call f2, then f2 it will call f1, print 2 and it will call f1, then f again there is another f2 is here, so again this function call f1, so then print 2 and f1. So next again f1 call, so f1 will call f0, then print 1, then f0, then this f1 second, so it will call f0, print 1, f0, then third f1 it will again call f0, print 1, f0, then fourth f1 that will also call f0, print 1 and f0. And how will be the tracing? Tracing will be in pre-order, like root left right. So first it will trace print 1, then print 2, then print 1, then print 3, then print 1, then print 2, then print 1. So it will be 1 to 1, 3, 1 to 1. And how will you stack here? Like when you are calling f3, so it will f3, so it will call f2. So when it will call f2, this part it will store in stack, like print 3 and this f2 it will store in stack. And now it will trace f2, so f2 again call f1 and this part it will store in stack. Then when it will call this f1, so f0 and this part it will store in stack, and f0 it will return, then it will read this, it will pop from the stack print 1 and it will print 1, then it will again call f0 and it will return here. So again at the top of the stack print 2 is there, so it will pop that, then there is a function, so it will call this function. So here also f0, so it will return, then it will print and f0. So again top of the stack is print 3, so it will pop that, then so f2 is there, so it will trace that, so f1 print to f1, then this part, when it will trace f1, it will call f1, this part again it will store in stack. So like this it will use this stack. So I will explain detail in programming. So now for just this much is enough for stack and data structure. So I think you guys understood what is recursive function. So recursive function means when a function call itself, that is called as a recursive function. So you can represent by a recursive tree, and tree can be traced in a pre-order manner. So let's do Tower of Hanoi. So what is Tower of Hanoi? It is a mathematical puzzle where we have 3 rod and n disks. So the objective is to move the entire stack to another rod. Like from the first rod, we'll move into the third rod. And we'll follow some simple rule like only one disk can be moved at a time. Then a disk can only be moved if it is the uppermost disk on the stack. Then no disk may be placed on the top of the smaller disk. So it will be in decreasing order. Okay. So take an example of two disks, and the rod 1 is A, rod 2 is B, and rod 3 is C. So for first step will be shift first disk from A to B, then shift the second disk from A to C, then shift the first disk from B to C. So that is the, if two rod, then there will be three move and you can do. So the pattern here is the same for any number of disks, like shift n minus 1 disk from A to B, then shift last disk from A to C, then shift n minus 1 disk from B to C. So that is the pattern we follow for anything. So let's understand the three disk. If there are three disks, so this is given, then you can move the topmost, that is the smallest disk, from A to C. Then the middle disk you can move from A to B, then the smallest disk you can move C to B. So now here you can see from A top two disk we move to B, of course with the help of C. Okay, but our target is, the suppose there are three, then we move two disks to B. Suppose there will be n, then we'll move n minus 1 disk to B. After that, now we'll move the last disk to C. Then from B, the small disk will move to A, and the middle disk will move B to C. Then the small one will move A to C. So here you can see from B to, we move all the disks to C with the help of A. Okay, so this is the trick, that from if there are n disks, n minus 1 disk will move to B. Okay, with the help of C. Then from last disk you will move from A to C. Then n minus 1 disk you will move from B to C with the help of A. Okay, so this is the trick for everything we just do. So let's see the function. So for Tower of Hanoi, so int n. So n is the number of disks, then character L. L is for left, or you can take ABC. Here we took ABC. Here also you can write ABC. So here I have written L, then M, then R. L is for left, M is for middle, R is for right. So now if n is not equal to 0, means for Tower of Hanoi n should be at least 1. Then Tower of TOS, that is the function called n minus 1 LRM, means you need to move left to middle with the help of R. So you need to move n minus 1 disk from left to middle with the help of R, or you can say you can move A to B with the help of C. So next print L to R. So just whatever the last, that move left to right. Then Tower of Hanoi n minus 1 MLR. So that is means middle to right with the help of left. Okay. So now our target is the right. So if you are guys confusing, you can write ABC or whatever. It's just for your understanding. So here what we are doing, we are moving n minus 1 from left to middle, then one disk, that is left to right, then n minus 1 from middle to right. So what will be the recurrence relation for this? That will be 2t n minus 1 plus 1. Actually recurrence relation that we will study in algorithm. So just for now, just remember this. This is tn, that n you are calling, and this is tn minus 1, this is tn minus 1, this is 1. So you can say 2tn minus 1 plus 1. So recurrence relation for tower of n is 2tn minus 1 plus 1. And number of move is 2 power n minus 1. So you can observe from this. Here there are 3 disks and we got 7 moves. And whenever there are 2 disks, we got 3 moves. So for 1, just 1 move. For 2, just 3 move. For 3, 7 move. For 4, 15. That is 2 power 4, that is 16 minus 1. And when it is 3, 2 power 3, that is 8 minus 1, it is 7. So like this number of move. So that much is for stack. So this is enough for GATE preparation, GATE exam. So thank you. Next we will do Q and we'll solve previous question. So thanks for